Hey, so a few of you had a question on how to make sure that your threadless headset is nice and tight and it's not too loose. So the threadless headset is pretty simple when it comes to adjusting it. You have a top knot here which adjusts the bearing tightness, and then you have two bolts here which hold your stem to the crown tube to make sure that your headset is lined up with your front wheel. All right. Now, there's a really simple way to make sure to check if your headset is too if it's too loose. Or so what you do is you grip the front brake, all right, as such, so the bike doesn't move, and then you take your other hand and you put it over the upper bearing cups here. All right, just hold it as such, and then gently rock the bicycle forwards and backwards. All right. Now I can sort of feel that it's moving somewhat. So I'm going to tighten the top bolt to make sure that it's tightened, and then I'm going to check again. So the first thing you do is you loosen these two bolts, these stem bolts. Just loosen them one full turn. All right. All right, so one full turn. And now usually it needs only a slight amount of adjustment. So I'm going to turn it 1/4 of a turn. All right. All right. This should be enough. Now I'm going to retighten these two bolts after adjusting this top bolt. So one turn for both. You can tighten the upper or the lower first, it doesn't really matter. I just prefer to put the upper first. All right. So the bottom one. All right. Now you put the, here they usually have 5mm hex tools, or number 5 hex tools, just so you know. All right. So now we tightened it slightly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to repeat what I did earlier. I'm going to engage the front brake and take my other hand, put it over the headset cups, and then I'm going to rock the bike forwards and backwards slightly. All right, this seems pretty tight, yeah, okay. So, but to make sure that we haven't over-tightened it, the next thing you can do is you can take the, I'm gonna put the camera slightly back, all right. You can take the handlebars, lift the bicycle up a few inches off ground, and then turn the handlebar. All right. And now I can actually feel some resistance when I'm turning it. This means that I tightened the headset a bit too much. So now it's good to loosen it slightly. So what we do is, again, we loosen the stem bolts for about one turn. All right. And now I'm going to loosen it 1/8 of a turn, because I initially tightened it 1/4 of a turn, right? So 1/8 loosened. That's about that. All right. Now I'm going to retighten these bolts. All right. Now I'm going to do the first step again. Engage the front brake, hand over the cups, and just rock it forwards and backwards. Okay, seems nice and tight. Now I'm going to lift it up again and see how it turns. All right. Now this is completely different because there's no resistance and it moves really easily. I don't feel any resistance. All right, and that's basically the way to adjust headset cups, threadless headset cups.